sideways, and we are up and running. 250 Pro Sport. Kitchens was right there in the mix. I don't know if he'll be credited with it, but it looks like he'll sweep around the outside. Blackmere and Kitchen running 1 and 2. Kitchen had to kind of move inside, outside. There's Blackmere on the 53. There's Hymas, I believe, on the 86. Wow. Another great start for Chance Hymas. So we wanted it that way. There's Kilroy right behind him, and there goes Kitchen right around Blackmere. Hymas is going to go right with him. Throws a rope around him.
That was knobby to knobby right there. No contact whatsoever. Levi Kitchen had it predetermined. He was going to that inside line, made that move, and it was critical at that point. Do or die. If he checked up right there.
Check out Kilroy. He's going to jump into the number 3 spot as well. All the boys are up there. Kitchen, Hymas, Kilroy. Blackmere moves back to the number 5 spot. They shuffle him back there. He gets credited with the whole shot. Whoa, a couple of riders down. Change of direction there coming out of that turn. So let's see if Hymas can just follow around the number 47 of Levi Kitchen and keep the number 80 of Preston Kilroy behind him. That's a tall order. Either one of those are a tall order.
Down the monster mile right now. Here comes Kitchen. Up.
Yeah, Levi Kitchens, as it stands, has a comfortable lead in points, 3-1-2, but now he's got 3-1, so it's 5 points. Look at that, Hymas on the inside. He goes right at Kitchens. Whoa! Super close there. So here comes Hymas again around the outside. He is going at Levi Kitchens. Yes, there it is. They're still in stereo. Hymas is not playing around. He's got control of the inside line now, and Chance Hymas says, I don't care who won the first moto. Hymas will make the passes. We can't see it. And we're looking around the billboards, and yes, Chance Hymas now. Whoa, and Kitchens goes down. Kitchen now has a lot of work to do now, Megawatt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 riders go by, so you're about to see some work here.
And I got bad news. Preston Kilroy slipped by as well. So both riders that have a shot to take this title away from Kitchen are both past him. Kilroy had slipped into 3rd. Now he's into 2nd. Levi Kitchen may have thrown this away.
That's why we race all 3 motos, guys.
If you're not on the fence, you need to find a spot right now. This one's about to heat up. As we said, both the contenders for that championship back in the pack right now. Things are going to get hot and heavy in a hurry.
Kitchen's mid-pack at best. Took him a minute to get the bike back up. He was calm. You didn't see him frantically trying to get the bike running. But let's check in with, I'm going to follow around Hymas and Kilroy as well, because that's going to be a great battle in and of itself. There is Hymas. He is comfortably out front. You can look. He's got a full straightaway over Kilroy.
Kitchen got a little lucky. I think there were 2 riders piled up on the inside of Storyline. Easy passes there.
So now it's going to be nothing but math. He's just got to pick as many riders off as he can. Hymas is running away with this one, guys. If you look into the beach, you can see Hymas has hit it. He's already cleared it. He's coming back towards the middle portion of the racetrack. 5, 6 seconds out front, maybe 5.
Wow. Coming through the middle of that pack right there, the number 32 machine. He just almost got swallowed up right there.
That's Kay Namarine. This would have been borderline top 10 for Kitchen after he got up. Now, as we said, 2 riders, I think, were down in the back. He got around them. He just passed Amarine. He passed a few others after the 10 Commandments. This could be around maybe 6th place or so. Is that Jack Chambers up ahead of him?
Right ahead of him, Chambers. 9. And look at this. Levi going to work right now, down deep, gets a good drive out of there.
So now the points reset. 2 points now separating Kilroy and Hymas. Hymas has got to go win. He's got to hope for something behind him, getting in between himself and Kilroy. And Kitchen's just going to put the hammer down. Watch these laps. He's going to go after the riders in front of him. Kitchen has to make up a few points. It's not crazy. It's not insurmountable. 4 points, 4 passes.
True. He does actually need to catch Hymas.
Just worked his way around Jack Chambers right there around the outside, actually. Put the number 47 up under the machine. Now going to start to work on that gas, I believe. Is that Austin Black?
It is on the 43.
There we go.
He'll go right around him. There's 2 points he's made up of the 4 he needed.
Well, if the goal is to make passes without getting held up, he's doing
walking through the pack weech.
Unbelievable, yeah.
See, never putting his feet down.
It's unbelievable. The footwork, the leg control has really become the theme here, especially on these as rutted as this track is. Go ahead.
Listen, outside to outside, one thing through that section, but going inside to outside, you literally cross the middle section of the track right there, and doesn't work for everybody, and picked up a bunch of time doing so.
So again, he doesn't need to beat Hymas in this moto. He has about a 2-point buffer, a 3-point buffer, but with the tiebreaker, he really can only afford to be 2 positions behind Hymas when this one is over if Hymas holds on to win it. So it's still up for grabs right now. Can Levi Kitchen get it done? He's trying to get to Brandon Sharer, who's actually one of the trainers at Club MX, but is up front in 4th. And also Cullen Park just ahead here on the Honda.
Oh, Cullen Park right there, just taking the line away from Kitchen. Kitchen going to try to ease it up on the inside. He's going to go down in that rough stuff right now, Weege. Look how he gets to the back of the machine, tries to get that power on. A little bit rough through there. Park able to take that inside line.
Your leader's already clearing the announcer's tower. It's still Hymas and Kilroy 1 and 2. We're tracking the progress of Levi Kitchen. He will come through in 5th, and with that, he's closing in on Kilroy. Just 1 point now, 1 pass, and he will tie Kilroy in terms of this championship. He's got 2 riders right in front of him. Should happen this lap, Jason Wygant.
Yeah, we are sitting on 8 points for Kilroy, 9 for Kitchen, 10 for Hymas. So Kitchen has already moved up enough to surpass Hymas in points. The big difference is he still needs to catch Kilroy, who is running 2nd in this moto. Again, he does not need to beat Kilroy in the race, but he needs to finish right behind him.
He did the fastest lap of the race in traffic, making passes with that 154. He best the 155, or the 154 of Hymas there as well.
Kitchen's ability to enter that corner at speed is absolutely incredible. A lot of guys try to brake early, get on the gas, but he just lets up a bit and then accelerates again all the way through the thing.
He just went past Cullen Park, and that might be enough. But you know he's not satisfied. He's going to go after Brandon Sharer right here on the 73. I believe Sharer was actually our 25-plus champion last year, but then raced a couple of pro races this year. So he's got to race Pro Sport, running well. I mean, this is for a podium spot, but Levi Kitchen has got to go.
We're not even halfway home now. We can start talking about Levi Kitchen. That's Kilroy in front of him,
Kilroy
right?
up ahead, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a shot at winning this thing.
He just blew past these guys.
No problem.
Like it was nothing. Through the rough section, he took the inside, which was the rough line, Weege.
Still, you got to send a shout out to Chance Hymas. This situation only happened because Hymas passed Kitchen.
That's right.
Took the lead, and then Kitchen made a mistake. So shout out to your leader. The 7th in Moto 1 for Hymas. He had a bad start and a crash. Has really made his championship math difficult. Chance Hymas is really showing everyone what he's made of. Later in the week, he has been phenomenal. But right now, Levi Kitchen doing what he has to do.
Oh, this is
Will
a great
he go
lap.
after Kilroy?
100% he's going to go after him. He's doing it right now. Look at the lap times there. Kitchen here on the 4th lap, a 155, a 158 for Kilroy, 157. He's multiple seconds quicker than the guys in front.
Kilroy now in the same frame. We just got a glance of yellow that time. Now it's full frame. It's game on right now. Kitchen in hot pursuit.
All right, we got to thank this guy for making it a lot more interesting than it had to be. It is high drama right now. Levi Kitchen has at least rectified the trouble. He crashed. He was back at about 11th. He needed to get up to 3rd. He has already done that, but he is not finished. He is closing rapidly on Preston Kilroy.
Into those 10 commandments, doubles in, triple, doubles out. Using this wide line to watch, we'll have to cross the whole track right here and go to the outside again. Well, it's going to do the inside. Well, it's going to take the middle line this time. So, again, basically crossing through the middle of that course.
Well, I'll tell you what's scary. I think this is the first lap he's had where he's been able to run whatever line he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been running lines just based on wherever the people in front of him are not. So he might actually go even quicker now, which is bad news for Kilroy. Now, Kilroy has had some great motos. He won this first one because Kitchen got penalized. There was another moto at midweek. He won it outright, straight up. And we've really marveled about the late race pace of Kilroy. I was talking to his trainer, Randy Lawrence, yesterday. He's going to need everything he has now because Kitchen is coming and he's moving up quick.
Yeah, Kitchen on the gas right now, using some alternate lines. Like you were talking about before, he took the open line. Now he has line choice right now. Absolutely has the freedom. Oh, my goodness, sending that thing way out there. Dropping it. Took half the lead out over that last jump right there. Took half the distance between him and Kilroy.
He goes into a turn. He just outbreaks everybody right in front of him.
What brakes?
You don't need him out here.
Yeah, right. Right. Use the berm.
He slightly pulled the clutch in. That was the brakes.
Levi Kitchen is going to make us forget that he had that crash earlier because the result could be good. If he survives this, he's going to go after Kilroy. Don't make that mistake again. It was this section right here where he went down.
And
is
look
so
at
good.
that.
What?
Setting it in those ruts. He is brilliant in those parts of the racetrack.
is
When he
like
gets ready,
road
he's
racing.
really good.
That was
Flicking it
not
right,
a
flicking it
a
left.
firm shot. That was a ricochet.
Yes.
Off of that berm is
Is he
exactly
gonna pass
what
him
it-
around the outside?
Whoa.
He did. Oh, no. Kilroy says, you're not passing me on the outside, okay? He beats him down to the inside of the next corner.
Watch him in the next 2 turns. He is really good right through here. You know Kilroy's going to try to
And look, the
run
roof's
that
already
inside
coming
line.
off
There
of
he
that
goes.
rear tire. Early in the corner. Look at the hookup he gets right there. That's that early entry speed. Line crosses Kilroy's line. Bye-bye.
Something special right here for Levi Kitchen. I mean, Kilroy has been so good this week. Well, except for right there, he almost lost the front. Kilroy wants to show that he can run with him, but Kitchen has gone next level. Oddly, it's like the crash woke him up. He started riding better since then.
We've seen that a couple times today, and it knocked something loose right there in the thinking, because he absolutely said now's the go time, picked up those points he needed, and now look at Kitchen with the advantage, now 7 points to the 8 of Preston Kilroy.
Well, this is now a math equation, Jason Wygant. We got 9 minutes to go. He's got to make up about 7 seconds, and he's only about a second or so quicker, so we'll see. Does he have enough time to run down Hymas? He's closing at an alarming rate.
Let me answer that for you. Yes.
He does have the time. He certainly does not need to do it.
That's even basic enough math I can do it.
Okay. He doesn't need to catch him to win the title. He's already gotten there, and he even has some insurance now that he's past Kilroy.
Well, Hymas is in the mechanics area, so he is a little further away than you might think. He's already cleared the mechanics area.
You just got to watch Kitchen after this billboard turn. This next right-hander, I just love the way he sets it up. Oh, he rode it differently, actually.
He
this
did.
time.
Yep.
He
Last
was
time he
flicking it
swung
like a
that
road
thing
race bike
hard
as we
left,
check back into
yeah.
their leader. Yeah, check back into their leader. Chance Hymas. A little bit of a rough start to the week for him with the 7th in Moto 1, but has he ever come on strong late? And by the way, we are still looking at a showdown between these 3 riders, Hymas, Kitchen, Kilroy, for the title in Open Pro Sport.
Exactly.
Hymas checking to his right, wondering where that blue Yamaha is. It was 7 seconds. Now it's 9 seconds. Even though they were faster lap times, so weird. It was 7 seconds from Hymas to Kilroy. Now it's 9 to Hymas to Kitchen.
Well, Hymas, he just put in a 155.7, Kitchen a 156.5. So Hymas actually just stretched the lead. Perhaps now Kitchen now knows I don't need to go any further than this, because I don't think he's putting in the effort to try to run Hymas down.
All of a sudden, it seems that way. It almost seems he deliberately throttled back, might be taking some precautions right now, knows, as you said, that Open Pro Sport still to come as well.
So Levi Kitchen and Chance Hymas, it all changed for them a year ago at this race. Kitchen dominated the 450B and the limited 250B class, but a lot of people were saying, yeah, but 250B and Schoolboy 2, that's where the big names play. And Kitchen didn't race those classes. He went on to annihilate people at amateur races all over the country for the last 12 months. He had the hype coming in, but it all started with the momentum from this race. Chance Hymas won that Schoolboy 2 title last year against some very big names, established himself as a player, and here they are a year later. They might be the top 2 in this game.
Kitchen back on the move, slinging that thing out. Again, using a little different line than he did before, but I don't know that he's cut into that lead as of yet, Jason. With you.
It's 7 seconds. Now, Hymas had a bad lap. He just ran a 158. So I think Kitchen is just settled in. He's just going to roll 157s out, and wherever he finishes, he finishes. I don't think you're seeing desperation to win the Moto.
I would not think so in the least bit. He knows right now, rubbing tires, one little incident like that, and we're going to throw it all away.
Yeah, I think this is the first opportunity that Hymas has gotten into the lapper, so now he's having to kind of slow down, change up the lines, and same for Kitchens. There's Kitchens trying to reel in. I think he's trying. I think he's just going to, if the lap times bring him to Hymas, then cool. If not, he's got the championship either way. Just jump right into that rut. That's really easy to do, right? You just jump, put it right into it.
Feet up, right-hander, no problem. Land right in it. on the lean.
And that bike handles so good. If you watch him come down these rough straightaways, it doesn't really dance all over the place.
That's one of the observations, Kevin, that I made earlier. Most people don't care about that. You see so many of those bikes kicking. This guy's riding that bike so hard, but yet it's stable. It's planted. No huck-a-buck out of that machine.
This is Monster Star Yamaha, and they got the whole crew here. It's no different than being at a Lucas Oil Pro Motocross round. They got the suspension people here. Seth Rarick, the team manager here. They take this thing very seriously. And now 2 laps to go. Great run for Chance Hymas, the Team Green rider, looking to win the Moto. It got away from him in Moto 1, where he finished 7th. Kitchen is in position to go 3, 1, 2 to win 250 Pro Sport. And like I said, this group will be back for a second Pro Sport battle later on.
I mean, if you're Ryan Holiday, you got to feel good about next year. Assuming Chance Hymas stays down and races the A classes, he would be one of the premier guys. Got to like that. Maybe not. Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, Hymas, I don't believe the plan is to go pro next year, so he'll be back at Loretta's even better, which is scary to think.
Right.
Only 16 years old and was in a Schoolboy 2 class last year. All right, I'm going to head to the podium while it looks like Levi Kitchen has pulled the fat from the fire that was in the kitchen. It was a little scary there for a moment, but he's putting it back together.
This is a good lap, though. Kitchen now finally showing up in the camera frame with Hymas. It was 9 seconds. 2 laps ago, he chops it down to 7 seconds, but they've matched lap times this last go-around. And Kitchen's just, again, well, like we said, I think he's just going to run that pace, and if that pace brings him to Hymas and cool, either way, he's a champ.
Exactly, and right now what you see, he does have a little breathing room, no man's land. Nobody directly in front of him, and a little breathing room to the rear as well.
So if you're a free agent like maybe Chance Hymas is, he ain't got nothing on the table right now. This is a great job interview.
Oh, absolutely. This is where you fill out the resume right here. This is where you complete it, Kevin. You're 100% right, buddy.
So here we go, middle part of the racetrack right in front of us. Kitchen trying to run down Chance Hymas. Kilroy slips back to 4th. Austin Black is 3rd. Scherer is 5th. Hunter Yoder 6th on that Twisted Development ride. Colin Park 7th. Cade Dameron 8th. Jack Chambers and Jace Kessler round out your top 10. White flag lap. We can see it here through the camera shot. And he's got it down to just still about 7 seconds. So Chance Hymas, outstanding ride here, leaving his mark for sure, guys. He's going to be a player next year.
Yeah, this is one of those names that wasn't a big broadcast name in the last couple seasons. You know, he's had some good rides the last year or so. And I got to tell you right now, you talk about coming back next year, this is going to be one of the guys to watch. And when he says, you know, we're going to go back and work on some things, you got to wonder what.
What are you going to work on?
You know, what in the world is
bigger, better, stronger, maybe some mental stuff. At this point, he's got the tools. We all see that. But it's the little things, the finer details in your program at this point.
And look at it, just cruising in, feet up, just barely dabs right there through the deepest of the ruts.
Another day at the office here, doing a little overtime on Saturday. Boss asked him to come in, put in a couple of motos on a Friday, excuse me.
Can I come in? Can we come in, you know, win some medals? Yeah, no problem. On my day off, I can do that.
You mind working on Saturday, time and a half tomorrow? Do you mind doing that for us here at Team Green Kawasaki? Standing up around that turn, pop that little triple there. Here on the white flag lap. Not going to be good enough for the championship, but it will tie him with Kilroy for 2nd, and he'll beat Kilroy, finish ahead of him a couple of spots, and he'll get 2nd overall to Levi Kitchen, who runs in that number 2 spot. Levi tried all 3 of the positions. He wanted to see what 3rd felt like.
I want to see
what
how it was.
2nd felt like. All right, I like winning too, so now he has a good idea of what they're all about.
He tried them on. That did. Number 1 kind of fit pretty good.
He went into the fitting room. Go, what does this 3rd place medal look like?
A little baggy.
Yeah, hangs a little low. I don't like the color. Doesn't go with my skin. Let's try the 2nd place.
Kind of tight.
A little snug.
Yeah.
We'll go with that gold. I like that.
Oh, just right.
Fits like a glove. Here we go. The number 86. Chance Hymas will get a moto win. The checker flag is out. Congratulations to Chance Hymas, but here is your national champion, the number 47 of Levi Kitchen. Austin Black comes across to finish up 3rd. Finishes up 4th in the championship, 3rd in the moto. So it's Hymas, Kitchen, Black, Kilroy, and Scherer. That is your top 5. Yoder, Park, Amaron Chambers, Kessler rounds out your top 10 here in this 250 Pro Sport. The championship is Levi Kitchens out of Washougal, Washington. That Star Racing Yamaha Monster Energy ride put in great rides with 3, 1, 2 Moto scores. Jason Wygant has our winners.
Lot to unpack here. Got to give credit to Chance Hymas. He actually passed Levi Kitchen to get the lead, and then Kitchen went down, and Hymas knew exactly what to do from there. So we get to celebrate the Moto win with him. Meanwhile, the media crunch for Levi Kitchen is on over there, as he will celebrate the title. Want to give Chance Hymas just a quick chance to get a drink and cool down, and we will talk to him about the Moto win. And the first Moto, that was the problem there. I think he had a bad start. I would presume the bad random gate pick draw. I think he had a crash. He finished 7th, so that made it tough for Hymas to win this title. But they will all be back. I think we're looking at a 3-way tie in the points heading into the final Open Pro Sport Moto, which will be tomorrow afternoon. So we need to bring Chance Hymas on back, and we'll give him the gold and talk about this performance, and then we'll bring up the machine of Levi Kitchen to celebrate the title. Late in the race, I believe Austin Black made a bid for 3rd, so I believe he grabbed the bronze, but I didn't get to look at the monitor as they took the checkered flag. We'll see. Let's get Chance Hymas on up, and we'll talk to our race winner. All right, we're getting these guys cooled off, have a chance to talk to their team and the family. Well, not the title that he wanted, but he might get that tomorrow. As for now, you got to be excited about the Moto win in 250 Pro Sport. Chance Hymas. Hey, all you could do is go out there and do the best for yourself. You passed Levi Kitchen to get the lead. Did you even realize he went down, or what was going on back there?
Yeah, I figured it out because I couldn't hear anybody behind me. But me and him had a good battle. The first lap I picked up on a few of the lines he was doing, just hopping bumps and stuff. And once I got a little bit of gap and got up front, I just rode my own race, put my head down, and ended up with a win.
And you got another shot at it, a title tomorrow. What has really changed over the last 12 months or so? You really scored a big championship last year, and you've been keeping it up ever since. What has changed over the last, say, 2 years for you?
Just putting the work in with John Wesley, my off-the-bike trainer, and Jay Quimer. He's helping me with my riding skills and doing motos, so I can't thank those guys enough.
All right, anybody else you want to thank, Chance?
My mom, my dad, Monster Energy, Team Green Kawasaki, Fly, Scott, Alpenstar, Pod, Maxima, Dunlop, Pocatello Power Sports, Western Power Sports, Roundup Power, Ethica, Troll Training, Jay Quimer, John Westling, all my friends and family that came to watch me, and everyone else, thank you.
There it is, gold medalist in the final 250 Pro Sport Moto, Chance Hymas. Great job, man. Is it going to be a fun one in the open class tomorrow, as Kilroy will be in that mix as well. So now we can bring the number 47 Monster Star Yamaha to the stage. I'll look for our 3rd place finisher as well in the Moto. We'll hand out a bronze. Also, I think it was Austin Black who was able to make some late moves to get in there. And so we'll look for our 3rd place rider and the 2nd place bike, which is the championship machine. Hey, never giving up on it, making it happen late in the race. We had Kilroy in 3rd, but in the end, Austin Black takes the bronze. Let's hear it for him. Never gave up.
No, dude, I came off to a decent start, but not really where I wanted to be. I think I was in like 8th, so I just kept charging forward in the first 2 corners. And as soon as I got around that 73 guy, I saw Kilroy, and I saw blood, dude, and I just kept on going and going until I could no more, as you can tell over there. But I just want to thank everybody on my side. Worked so hard to get here and get results like this. AO Power Sports, Research Engineering, Suspension, Scott Goggles, Fly Racing, my trainer Brock and Jay Whipple. They've put in so much work, and it's finally paying off. And my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my mechanic Joe. Man, just everybody, just thank you so much. And I'd like to thank my godfather and my 2 cousins for coming out this weekend. That was a big thing for me. So yeah, we're out here having fun and making the best of it for the last time. Awesome job. Let's hear it for Austin Black, bronze medalist. And now let's bring the rider and the bike that has conquered 250 Pro Sport, made it a bit of a nail biter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champion, Levi Kitchen. All right, we'll bring some of the crew up here, make sure this podium display is exactly the way that they want it. And it will include the silver medal. Well, not exactly the way it was drawn up with the blueprints. We appreciate you making it interesting and dramatic for us to watch. You went down in that moto. At one point, we had it about 11th place. Were you worried? I would have to think that was not the way you wanted things to go.
Yeah, got off to a whole, well, I think like a whole shot. I mean, a two-stroke. I don't know. He ripped it, but then I got going the first lap, and I knew Chance was right behind me, and he ended up getting me right here by the finish line. And then I just tightened up and came into that turn together, and we were so close that I didn't know really where the rut was going. And yeah, I just grabbed my front end and just kept going. I thought it was going to be a little shorter than that, but ended up tipping over, and then I knew I just had to relax and try to come back through the pack. And once I got into second, I knew where I was at for the overall, so I didn't want to do anything dumb.
It actually seemed like you rode better after the crash. Do you feel that way? A lot of times it goes the opposite.
Yeah, before I fell, I was like a squirrel. I was all stiff and like I don't know. I was freaking out.
Okay, you finally got this done. There's a lot of eyes, a lot of hype, a lot of pressure on you. How good does it feel? I know you got one tomorrow, but how good does it feel to get one down?
It feels amazing, yeah. It's my last amateur race, so I wanted to obviously do as well as I can, and I'm looking forward to going pro after this.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, dad, my mechanic Connor, my sister, the whole Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha team, Bell, 100%, Thor, Alpine Star, Rhino Power, Ethica, Swanee, Rob, Kevin, just everybody who helps me out. I can't thank you guys enough.
All right, he showed he could do it under pressure. He comes from behind. He gets the title. Let's hear it for Levi Kitchen. And I'm going to bring Mike Burkeen from the AMA on up. He will hand over the #1 plate in 250 Pro Sport. One more time, round of applause for our champion.